Rated mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey guys, welcome to today's show. Welcome. Got a good show today, guys. Damn good show. Hope everybody tuned into the show last night. Had my good buddy on that comes on the podcast from time to time, the Rooster. It's always good to have him on. Good friend of mine, and everything else. Guys, we have a really good heated show today. I want to get into the story with how Biden literally is frustrated with Fox News and basically calling Peter Ducey a stupid son of a bitch. Did anybody see that? Senile Joe literally coming out of his shell there, literally saying that he's stupid and this and that. I caught that clip. I do have a sound clip here I'll plug later into the show. Got more on the show, guys. Don't go anywhere. Broadcasting from the Big Peach of Atlanta, Georgia. A show unfiltered, unscripted, raw. The Patriot Angle Podcast. So tell us, how you been, man, since you've been on the last stream with us here on the Patriot Angle Podcast?
Well, I've been trying to sober up a little bit. It got me a little dog, meditate, one of them service dogs. She's getting a little fat. I got her 8 weeks old. She's going on 12 weeks old, and she likes to fuss at me all the time, but she's good.
That's good. What's the dog's name?
Sassy.
Sassy. Is she really is sassy, huh?
Yeah.
I hear you. Rooster, I wanted to get into some topics here, man, unfiltered tonight. Right. I want to lay it all on. What the hell is going on in Florida? I heard your governor there, Ron DeSantis, literally laying the law down with the mandates. Can you tell us, what the fuck is going on there in Florida?
He's taking all them mandates away from here, man. He don't want mandates here. He's trying to be a free state government. And they're trying to blame him because of all these Omicron Fauci disease that's really going on. On him because he's letting the state stay free. And they're calling it not a free state because every time you come down here, you get COVID. That's not the case. If you get the shot, you get the COVID.
Right. I mean, it should be up to the individual, right? Not the fucking federal government.
If anyone tries to federally mandate you to get something, that means they're trying to control you, just like the Nazis did back in Germany, just like the Holocaust. There's no different.
Right.
And, it's heartfelt, man, to see this country be like this. I mean, I'm going on 50 years old, and I've been through a lot of stuff. It's hard to see this country go through all this crap, all this racism. It wasn't there when I was growing up. I mean, you might have seen racism a little bit here and there, but you didn't see it like you did nowadays.
Yeah,
and it's all because of the presidency and the media, mainly the media.
Oh, absolutely. The media, Rooster, is the one that's behind this machine, so to speak, this radical left machine. They're the one that's fueling the machine every day. I mean, Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. You go ahead.
No, I said, if for one, they don't know if they want to wear the masks. They don't know if they want to keep the masks on. I mean, it goes from one scenario after the next every single day. It's terrible.
All right, look at all these states right now. Florida, they disbarred they disbarred that mandate. You don't have to have no damn mandate down here to wear no mask. California is one of the states that do keep the mandates for kids in schools, even while they're playing sports. they still have to have that mask on. Okay, do you not think that mask is harming that kid more with that mask on while he's playing sports? That kid can't even breathe through the mask now as it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
you're
mean,
going to want him to go out and play sports while he's still wearing that mask? You're suffocating that kid, man. You're going to cause him to have a stroke
yeah.
before he's 12 years old.
I mean, we had talked earlier today, before the podcast tonight, and you had mentioned something to me about the kids with the mask, saying that as young as 5-6 years old, forcing these kids to wear masks in school, they're not going to have a freaking immune system by the time they're 30.
Yeah, and as long as they keep getting these shots, vaccines, they're never going to ever have an immune system.
Yeah, it's bad. It really is.
It's bad, man.
Hey guys, this show today is brought to you by Priceline.com. Head over to Priceline, guys. They have deals that are better than ever. I mean, some of these deals you're going to see that they haven't had before. With rental cars, such as low as $10.99 a day. Guys, $10.99 a day? You can't beat it. For a rental car, especially for the prices in rental cars today. They're through the roof, right? Through this whole COVID hysteria, right? They also have deals with flights, right? And you can also get deals with hotels. Guys, Priceline's been around for years, okay? We love them. We use them on the show. I use it to book hotels. I use it for flights. I use it for just about everything, guys. Head over to Priceline.com. Get the deals, folks, before they expire, because once they expire, that's it. You just have to wait for the next deal, right? Priceline.com, love them. Head over there today. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome back. You just heard a sound clip I plugged in from last night's show with the Rooster joining us on the podcast. Guys, I want to get into this this Biden frustration. What's going on with Biden and Fox News? We heard that Biden had a little irritation with questions being asked by Fox News. One of the correspondents from Fox News, Peter Ducey, asked Biden about just, inflation. And Biden literally snapped at the reporter and was caught on live mic this past Monday describing the network's White House correspondent Peter Ducey and saying, what do I think of inflation? What a stupid son of a bitch. I mean, he said that live on camera. Well, we all know, Trump had said some things, back to reporters and everything. But, this is not like Biden to, literally snap, and use foul language. I mean, the man, doesn't know what the day of the week is half the time, let alone, what month it is, right? But, literally, Ducey basically saying, will you take a question on inflation? Do you think inflation is a political liability ahead of the midterms? And then Biden literally sarcastically said, no, it's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son of a bitch. Basically, just laid it on the law there, the line there, with Fox News and said, what a stupid question, in a response that was captured by audio, pool reporters in the room. I literally was laughing my ass off. Literally laughing my ass off. Check this clip out, guys.
That's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son of a...
Gonna go down in history there.
I tell you, did you hear it, guys? I tell you, I mean, this is crazy. Listen to more of it. If you did not hear it, I'll replay it, because the The volume was very low when he had said it, so let me try to turn it up here. I'll edit as much as I can into the show. I know this is a recording here on Spotify, Google, and Apple through the Patriot Angle podcast. But check this more out. Literally Biden, just being Biden, I guess. Listen to more of it, guys.
That's a great asset. More inflation. What a stupid son of a...
I tell you, guys, the president, we all know he's not there. Just last week, Miss Jacku Heinrichs, another Fox reporter, asked Biden why he was waiting for the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, to make the first move. As tensions are between Russia and Ukraine, they're escalating. They've been escalating in recent weeks. And, Biden, back to that reporter. What a stupid question. Basically, Biden's recent outbursts at the reporters, a spokesperson for Fox News, and then another Fox News colleague, literally are questioning the president. Like, where is he at? But Biden quickly here, here's another scenario that Biden didn't acknowledge, a question from New York Post. Remember the New York Post? Which is owned by the same parent company as Fox that linked his son Hunter Biden's business dealings with transparency from China about COVID-19's origins. Remember, you guys all remember that. I'm sure you have. It surfaced on the internet. Social media, cable television. And then when a Newsmax reporter asked him about his mental fitness, a topic that has received a lot of coverage on conservative media, he also brushed it off. This president is trying to brush off anything that ties with his mental ability, his mental achievements, anything about this president. He's just brushing it right off. Like, it's okay. I mean, the man is even ignoring his poll numbers. Like, he just, like, it's just not facing him. But his answer to all this, I have no idea, he said. Relating the mental fitness. I have no idea, he said. When asked why he thinks segments of the American electorate have concerns about his cognitive fitness. Literally. He says he has no idea about the poll numbers. He doesn't know. Biden doesn't know. Biden has also sometimes shown fatigue with reporters from other outlets. After a June summit with Putin in Geneva, Biden seemingly expressed frustration with a question from the CNN reporter, Kathleen Collins, who asked him what made him confident Putin would change his behavior. And then Biden simply responded with, "I'm not confident." And then turning around and shouting, "What the hell? What do you do all the time? When did I say I was confident? What? I said I was. What will change their behavior is if the rest of the world reacts to them and dismisses or diminishes their standing in the world." This is Biden's response, folks. I mean, literally. I mean, we all as humans, folks, slip up our words from time to time, but this is the commander of of the greatest military in the face of the world, right? This is the commander-in-chief. This is the man that holds the highest office in public office. This is the man that really has to watch his wording when he speaks. And like I said, I'll admit, as a podcast host, I slip my words from time to time. You could probably hear them on the podcast. Some people, they just joke probably when they listen. But it's okay. But this is not an excuse. This is the President of the United States. He has to watch his wording. I mean, if the man slips up and makes mistakes off of a freaking teleprompter, how the hell is he supposed to run a country? I mean, seriously, right? Then it goes into with the White House press secretary, Jen Psaki, right? Peppermint Patty, who often has her own tense back and forth banner with Ducey during press briefings. Downplayed any friction this past Tuesday. Just yesterday. Just downplayed it. Yeah. Then Mr. Ducey spoke to this. The president called him and conveyed to him that it was nothing personal, man. And also acknowledged, nothing personal, man. It was nothing personal, man. Just two dudes having some fun, right? Well, the one dude has to be, is known as Fox News reporter Peter Ducey. And the other dude is the President of the United States. It's not just two dudes having fun. This is a question, Mr. President. This is not a fun time or, two dudes chatting in a fucking bar. This is serious questioning, Mr. President. I tell you. Went into conservatives really delighted in the Biden-Ducey moment on Twitter. Blew up on Twitter, guys. That whole moment, literally, all over Twitter. Pointing to liberals who they say express fury over the former President Trump's name-calling of the media as endangering democracy. Yeah, that's what they called then former President Trump's name-calling of the media. It's endangering our democracy. What the hell do you think Biden's doing? He's endangering our democracy every single damn day with these freaking unconstitutional mandates, force masking in public surroundings. You don't think that's endangering our democracy? Endangering our free speech? What the hell is going on? Seriously. I tell you. Some use the episode with Ducey to highlight what they say is a double standard and how the press has to react to instances of Biden getting short with the press compared to Trump. Oh, Biden's different than Trump. Yeah, Biden's almost like a sweetheart compared to Trump, right? I tell you. But what CNN anchor Jake Tapper said this past late Monday, and his questioning, right? His response to all of this. I don't think any president should be calling any reporter a dumb son of a bitch. Oh, okay. Okay. Why don't you tell that to Joe there, Jake? Have you said that to Joe? And then he goes into saying standards for decency don't have to do with whether or not you like the people who are being treated poorly. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. And then he goes into saying, and then Peppermint Patty basically reacts to it a little bit during her press briefing this past week. Our objective is to reinstill normalcy and engagement with reporters, whether we agree or disagree, whether there is a partisan tilt to an outlet or not. Peppermint Patty related to that basically said that in a White House press briefing this past week. Folks, it's punching down. He is the President of the United States, the most powerful person on earth, arguably. But for him to be insulting journalists is not a good look on Biden's outfit there. And this is also said by Britt Hum, a longtime political analyst for Fox, who spent more than 2 decades at NBC News beforehand. But we all know that the name calling doesn't help with Biden. Check more of this out, guys. I got a sound clip here. I'll plug more into all this of what I'm basically getting into.
It's going to go down in history there. This happened. It did make the official White House transcript of the press conference. The hot mic meltdown was triggered by a question about inflation from Fox News' Peter Doocy, and it marks a new low for President Biden, or high point, depending on who you ask. Biden did, however, call Doocy to apologize, telling him in part, quote, "It's nothing personal, pal."
But that didn't stop critics of Biden from resurfacing this old tweet from his World Press Freedom Day in 2020, where he said, quote, "In a Biden White House, there will be no bullying of the media from the press room, podium, or by tweet."
And Twitter users pulled this 2018 tweet of CNN's Brian Stelter from the archives, where Stelter called out then President Trump for using the same language. His old tweet reads, calling a journalist a son of a bitch. I guess I can't say it. It was wrong when Trump was just a candidate, and it's even worse now that he's POTUS. And I think that's a clean hit, right? If you freaked out about that, and now you're like, haha, it's funny. Like, so Trump's, attacks on the media went too far, and it was way too sweeping and condemning. But the media people are there to be combative, and some being combative in turn is fair play and is fine. So people should not freak out, right?
Yeah, if you think it's crass, if you think it's impolitic, and that president should be talking that way, fine. Just be consistent. I mean, I saw Glenn Greenwald on Twitter yesterday with a mocking joke tweet about how this is horrible and this is the end of press rights in the country because Joe Biden said this. Obviously, he was joking, but pointing out the fact that people really did speak in those terms when Donald Trump said things like that.
Yeah. I mean, I
All right, here, I'm going to stop it. All right, I'm going to stop it. The thing between and let me say, guys, the temperament between Biden and Trump, right? There's a big comparison here, folks. A really big comparison. The temperament that Trump used, and this is my personal opinion. Don't hold it to the bank, don't quote me. Oh, it's a conspiracy theory, Mike. Yeah. Trump used muscle. Biden, there's no muscle behind his voice. It's a weak, fragile old man that shouldn't be in office. And we see that every single day. The man should not be in office. He has a problem. He's suffering from high levels of dementia and delusion. He has to lie constantly about COVID, about the restrictions, about the polling numbers. He has to lie about job creation. I mean, everything that comes out of this man's mouth is a freaking lie. It is. I mean, you see him when he's on the podium, Biden? We're creating the most historic number of record-level jobs and this and that. Okay. If you're creating jobs, Biden, why are more people suffering from staff shortages? Oh, why am I starting to see more now hiring signs ever before? Ever. You go anywhere in this country, there's now hiring. Oh, you're creating jobs, huh? The creation of jobs would have a mid-level effect if that was the case. But this is Biden we're talking about, right? Biden. Be right back, guys, after these words. Don't go anywhere. Patriot Unfiltered Raw. Hey guys, head over to the official website, which is now open, patriotunfiltered.com. That's right, guys, patriotunfiltered.com. You can find the official Patriot Angle podcast merchandise on the website. Towards the end of this month into the next month, we're going to have free shipping. That's right, guys, free shipping with Patriot1 promo code. That's right, guys. Enter Patriot1, the number 1 promo code, and you'll get free shipping. So head over to patriotunfiltered.com for your official podcast merchandise. All right, guys, we're back here on the show. Back on the show of shows. Let's get it, right? Now, guys, we're starting to see that Biden is starting to see tougher coverage as political struggles mount. No longer seen as competent. The New York Times literally wrote that Biden has contributed to his own political woes. Well, we've seen this, folks. We've seen this in his press briefings. We've seen this in just about everything around this president. The man can't even tackle political issues such as Russian President Vladimir Putin with the tension between Russia and Ukraine. We've seen this. But despite President Biden declaring he and his administration outperformed in their first year in office. Yeah, they outperformed what? What would they outperform? This is coming from a man that said, I'm going to end COVID. Yeah, you're going to end it all, huh? I highly doubt it, Joe. Even some progressive media outlets have abandoned, literally just walking away. They're abandoning their dedication for the Democrat. As Joe continues to battle a series of crises and constantly poor approval ratings. Guys, speaking of the approval ratings, have you seen where his polling numbers are? They're they're in the 20s now, in the low 20s. They're damn near almost hitting the teens. But you tell a progressive liberal this, oh yeah, well, what do you think about Biden? How do you think he's doing? He's doing all right. He's doing all right. Look at his poll numbers. They're at historic lows. This is coming from some supporters, if he has any left, guys, saying that, Joe should rerun in 2024. The man, I don't even think, guys, he can make it to 2024 with his just his condition. I mean, seriously, if his poll numbers are like in the 20s right now, what is that saying for, his possible re-election? He's not going to win, guys. I don't care how much they try to manipulate the fucking election in 2024. This guy is not going to win. He's not going to win. He's not. I mean, you can call me crazy all you want, but this is an incoherent president that's made some really, really bad choices for our country. With the lockdowns, with the restrictions, with the COVID mandates, with the masking. I mean, putting a fate in a political hack such as Dr. Anthony Fauci on everything related to COVID. Everything. Oh, hold on. I got to go ask, Anthony Fauci first. Got to go make sure it's okay. Okay for what, Joe? You're the fucking president of the United States. You shouldn't have to ask for approval on anything. You are the commander-in-chief of this great military. You are the president of the United States that holds the highest office in this public free land. But I'm sure there's more. Oh, there's got to be more. Check this out, guys. Biden enjoyed glowing coverage of the first 6 months of his presidency. Literally just enjoyed it. Was signing executive orders like he was giving away candy. His botched handling of the withdrawal of the U.S. troops from Afghanistan just this last summer sparked one of the many first public crises in his presidency. It goes on, folks. What more do you need to see? That this is a failed administration with record inflation, ongoing supply chain issues, and a pandemic that is entering its third year. Literally, its third year. This pandemic is worse than the 1920s Spanish flu, which only lasted for about a year and a half, 2 years. This is a pandemic that this president doesn't know how to control, manage, or even comment on. He's even said in past press briefings that we don't have a handling on COVID-19. And then related to saying that it's up to the state officials to handling of what they think is right. Folks, when you have a president that goes to that level, you have a failed administration that's giving up on its word. Literally, giving up on its word, guys. I mean, what's there more to say? What is there more to say about this crap? Seriously.
Watched press conference and sinking poll numbers. The Associated Press showing that just 43% of Americans approve of the job he's doing, his lowest rating in that survey since he entered office, with 74% saying the country's headed in the wrong direction. But despite those numbers, the president on Wednesday denied that a course correction is necessary, indicating that it's full speed ahead on his agenda as his party approaches the midterms.
I'm going to be out on the road a lot, making the case around the country with my colleagues who are up for re-election and others, making the case of what we did do and what we want to do, what we need to do. And so I don't think I've overpromised at all, and I'm going to stay on this track.
Let's bring in former Clinton pollster Mark Penn. He's chairman of the Harris Poll and chairman and CEO of the Stagwell Group. Mark, welcome. Good to see you. So as you look at the polling, what accounts for the president's standing and precipitous fall from midsummer?
Well, our new polling actually has him at about 39% approval, and I think it really is a combination of people seeing 61% say that maybe he's too old to be president. Wow. 54% say he can't handle issues like the complexity of the Ukraine and China. And so I think core competence is number one. And second, of course, the issues here that seem out of control to people, crime, immigration, the economy, inflation. So a combination of him not seeing on top of it and things just going exactly the wrong way on all these big issues.
How much of that personal rating of not being on top of it is related to the 7% inflation, the disaster in Afghanistan, COVID not being under control? Is it just a function of the results people see, or are they really zeroing in on some of these personal traits, how he carries himself, projects himself, communicates?
Well, I think it really fundamentally changed with the pullout in Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. That's where they saw the president have to make real-time decisions and statements in a real-time conflict. And he really got an F from the voters in that, and he has not been able to do anything that really recovered from that. Instead, what happened is all these other problems seem to amplify or echo the failure that people saw in Afghanistan.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what you're hearing, guys, is a just this little sound clip I put into the show from Fox News on their analyst, their analysis of Joe Biden. You know, Joe is, guys, he's not there. I mean, you know, the fun and games, the big time decision making needs to be made, and this president cannot make it. He cannot run this country effectively. And we're witnessing that literally through social media, through cable television, everywhere. This man needs to resign. If Nancy Pelosi will not invoke the 25th Amendment against Joe Biden, impeachment hearings, anything, then I hope and pray for this nation. I really do. Because this president is putting us more in harm as a nation, setting us back even further as a nation than setting us forward. I want to put in closing here that even ABC's Chuck Todd opened this past Sunday's Meet the Press by declaring Biden is no longer seen as a good commander-in-chief. He's weak, he's frail, he's incoherent. I totally agree with NBC and others, sharing the grim statistic from the latest NBC polls. Now, this is the NBC polls here, folks, that 72% of respondents say the country is headed in the wrong direction under this president. But yeah, it is. I mean, the president's news conference just earlier today was designed to kick off a second-year reset of his presidency, recapture his political identity. What? But the new NBC poll suggests that Mr. Biden does need a reset because he's lost his identity. The man doesn't know where the hell he's at, folks. He's no longer seen as a competent and effective, no longer seen as a good commander-in-chief. Or perhaps, folks, damaging as easygoing and likable. In fact, folks, just 5% of adults, 5%, say Mr. Biden has performed better than expected as president. One of the many lowest first and fewest in our poll. Just 5%. Well, he's lucky he got 5%. Because the rest of the 95% of the country think that this president shouldn't be president. Folks, does everybody remember going home with a bigger paycheck, a lower grocery bill, lower gas prices, better education for your children? Does everybody remember that? Because we once had that, folks, before 2020. Or at least 2021. We once had that before this president took office, under the leadership of President Trump. We no longer have that, folks. We have a country that is failing under this administration. And this administration doesn't have the answers to solve any of that. Everybody's seeing what failure looks like under this president. And it's time It's time, folks, because we are getting into the midterms. The midterms are right around the corner. It's time, folks, to vote responsibly, accurately, and with common sense this time. Because in 2024, we need to make a better decision. We need to make a responsible decision. And we need to vote Joe Biden out of office once and for all. And bring in a more competent leader, a more stronger leader, and a leader that's going to represent the United States of America a lot better than Joe Biden. And that's my closing, folks. I hope everybody enjoyed this podcast. I hope you learned something from this podcast. You can check out all my previous and current podcasts, whether you stream them on Spotify, Google, or Apple, as well as getting information from our website, patriotanglepodcast.com. You can check out my content on social media, Instagram, Facebook. It's all there, folks. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one. You just heard an episode of the Patriot Angle Podcast, an Anchor platform.